What up, guys? So we just basically finished at least the difficult part of the wiring. So I just wanted to kind of wrap this up to show you guys what we got going on really quick. So we've got both of my lighting controllers mounted up here, and as I said before, we have the Titan Helios 4 here on the basically dead center, and then on this left we have the Helios 8, and the Helios 8 will be used to control the two flowering rooms. It is an 8,000 watt controller, and each 4,000 watt has a 120 trigger cable, so I'll be able to control each of those lighting cycles independently. And then the Helios 4 I have just dedicated for my mother room, and this again has a trigger cord here to activate if you want to do a light cycle. Otherwise you can just have basically an on and off switch also. So thought I'd go ahead and just show you guys what I've done. We have 6 gauge wire coming from the Helios 8 down all the way through, and that's this big wire here, and these two right here in the center that are going to this 50 amp breaker, and then right here these black and these white are going to the Helios 4, and those are and that is using 8 gauge wire, and that's all of course the code. Wanted to extend it a little bit, so I just basically daisy chained them right here to connect them into the breaker, and everything is all grounded up over here. So I'll go ahead and give you guys a quick little demo. We're going to kick on the mother room, the 4,000 watt controller here on the 30 amp circuit, and you can see it's still in the off position. So I'm going to go ahead, I have a test ballast right here, plug it in to the side. Sorry about that, guys. And we'll go ahead and get this. We have just an extension cord right here, and I'm going to be using this as my trigger cable. So we'll go ahead and plug this in, like so. And then we can go ahead, and if this has correct power, it will kick on. You can hear the relay kick on, and there goes the light. So we have successful power, and I have done this to actually both of the lighting controllers, and they are both functioning properly. I'm not going to do a demo of the other one simply because I want to wait for this to warm up before I shut it down. It's always important using HID lighting and electronic ballast that you allow them time to warm up and shut down properly. So just thought I'd wrap up. This is at least the complicated section of the wiring. I don't know how much of the actual outlet wiring I'll be doing. That's pretty damn straightforward, but essentially each of these 20 amp breakers right here will be controlling a different room. Probably going to be moving, we have these two right here will probably go to the two flower rooms. This right here will go to the mother room, and then these two will for sure go to these two, the clone room and the drying room, and then I have one spare for the moment. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do, and we'll work on the electrical a little bit later. I still have a lot of construction to do, but I want to get the main part of the electrical done and taken care of right now, which we have done. So that's it for now. We'll be back later. Alright, what's up, guys? So it's been a crazy few days. We've had a lot of stuff going on, especially revolving the leak. Got that all taken care of, by the way. It was all patched up. So other than that, though, California Growing's been in here doing a lot of work while I have been at work. So I've been really thankful for that. But unfortunately, because of it, we have moved pretty quickly, and a couple videos that we had made that were a little bit more detailed about some of the things we were doing. Obviously we're both fucking retarded and can't figure out the microphone. It's too sneaky on my camera apparently, and we keep covering it up. So just want to take a quick second, kind of talk about a few things really quick and show you where we're at. So as you guys can see, all of the front walls have all been completely sheared off. All the doors have been installed, and all the frames and everything. So also the inside of every room is now pretty much completely lined with the tech shield, along with the insulation up top. You can see where we have a few gaps left, and that would be to accommodate some of the air-cooled hoods. We forgot on some of these sides, this is where we started, but you can see that pretty much a lot of this stuff is insulated. This you got, it's just a mess in here right now. This room, again, also pretty much fully lined with tech shield. Even we've got the piece above the door here done. And what we'll also be doing is filling all of these cracks with caulking and tape. It'll also help with the aesthetics a little bit. But you can see that we're making pretty quick progress now. The rooms are almost done. We're going to start putting the roofs on the next couple days, and it shouldn't be very much longer until we have the remaining top portion of these walls all cut out and have them all sealed up. So now a couple other changes. This is something I never really intended on, but I'm really happy that I decided to do. We had originally all the doors were supposed to be offset, just right in the, or pretty much placed right dead center, which on these 3 rooms the doors are dead center. And what I did also, the difference is that on this wall we have it spaced off about 1.5 feet, like I had mentioned before, and that's to allow for airflow for the air-cooled hoods, and we'll go over that in a separate video. But what I decided to do is just to these 2 rooms to just line the doors up perfectly with the room behind it. Yeah, we kind of fucked this door up. But so we've got the rooms now. This room and this room right here, all it's now completely aligned with the adjacent room. And what I've also decided to do is, although I may not even add this video, I'm not sure at this point anymore, but the electrical was originally all hooked up. I tore it back down because I wanted to add this this block and paint it, make it look all nice, to add the electrical to. So what we're also going to be doing is putting up a nice piece of wood over here, and that's going to mount all of our ballasts and timers and stuff like that. And so that'll essentially be like a little control room. And we've also decided to add in an additional wall. And this wall, you can see where it's basically going to line up is right prior to that. So when you walk in here and you approach these rooms, all you'll see is room, door, room. A room will go all the way across with a door, and then it'll continue here. So you won't actually see any grow equipment at all when you open this up. It'll only look like a bunch of rooms. So I'm really, really excited to be able to conceal everything. If anyone were to ever need to come in here, I'm sure if you looked around it'd be pretty obvious, but at least to the initial eye, it can all be extremely disguised. So we're going to go ahead and keep putting up this wall and get it all insulated, sheared up, and mounted in place, and then I will finish the electrical, and I'll probably make another little video showing the electrical once we get to that point. So just wanted to update you guys what we've been able to get done over the past few days. Can't really get into these 2 rooms right now because California's got this wall laid out in place. So but you can see in here how everything is pretty much all hooked up right now. We still have a little bit more work to do in these 2 rooms, but I'm really trying to get these rooms on this side done because I really need to bring my mothers in here because shit is getting out of control at home in the veg tent. So that's it for this video. We'll get back to work, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, we're back, and it's the end of the day today on Thursday, and today turned into more of like a Zen day for me, and we did a little bit of picking up. We did a lot of reorganizing and rethought through a few things. California Growing kind of convinced me on a couple ideas that I liked, and I'll kind of go over those. You can expect this to probably still change slightly, at least some components in the final version, but we redid the electrical. We've got the panel all mounted back up here on the board all nice, and we have all the controllers spaced apart evenly. And also redid the conduit to sit a little bit more flush, and we also decided to drill holes in this. The way we spaced it off was we put 2x6 into the studs in the back, and then we put a sheet of plywood on the front, painted it up, and that way we have areas for our trigger cables to feed through, and you can see that they're all coming around, just kind of wrapped around right now. But this is the additional wall that we talked about that will be essentially sealing off the little control room, if you want to call it that. And yeah, definitely swept up in here, organized, dumped a lot of trash. You can see that we have tech shield all over all the rooms right now, and we just have some finalizing stuff to do in the top quarters. Once we get that done, then we can start putting on the roof, and we're starting to make some serious headway. And show you guys these rooms. Cleaned them all out. We still need to shear up a little bit of the inner walls and the back side of these walls, which we can work on tomorrow and this weekend. But definitely by the end of this week we will be rocking and rolling. So that's pretty much it for this update. As you guys can see, we've definitely organized and started consuming a lot more of our stuff. So things are starting to definitely clear up in here and turn out the way I was hoping that they would turn out. So I'm really excited, really happy, and we'll call it a day. So we'll see you guys later. Alright guys, so we're going to call it a day now. Today's the end of Saturday, and as you guys can see, we've made quite a bit of progress. All the rooms are now completely sheared up, and we've got all the doors put in place. As you can see, the majority of all the rooms are still tech shielded. We still have to do the inner pieces up here to kind of fill in some of the cracks. But we've started doing a little bit more on this room right here. We've got a lot of these pieces already cut out. Some started being put in place, and you know, we're making progress. But this was the new addition that I was talking about. This is going to be basically the control panel room, and the reason I wanted this is to mask, you know, everything that would need to be out in the warehouse. I'll have the drying room to use as part storage, and I wanted this area too. So we placed it so that it comes. We have the doors all put all the way up here, so that we have as you know, maximum distance on both sides. So as you enter the control room, you can see we've got pretty big area. I would say about 5 to 6 feet in the back here, where we have the electrical panel. Sorry, it's a little dark in here right now, guys, but started labeling, you know, what each of these, you know, these main breakers are that are hooked up right now, and we're going to be putting, you know, nutrients and whatnot back here. And in these rooms, the drying room and the clone room, we've got started putting up the rest of this year. We had to make another trip to pick up a bunch more plywood, so we've started putting up some of the main pieces and, you know, filling in and closing these walls. We still have to add the last bit of insulation to the inner side of this wall right here, and finish roofing these off. But you can see that we've made progress on the roofing of these. You know, this was also, having this support wall right here was also an addition, so that was the other reason for the additional plywood. But everything else is looking pretty fucking sweet. I'm really excited to see everything in this condition. It looks very good from the outside. All we have to do is finish putting up the inner pieces of the tech shield on the inside of these rooms, and we'll start laying out the ducting. Also tomorrow we're going to start laying in the water and the rest of the electrical. So it's going to be a really busy weekend for us. And you can see this is where we're going to be having the you know, the hoods go through. I mean the ducting, excuse me. So that's what we'll be working on tomorrow. So that's going to be it for now. We'll see you guys sometime tomorrow. Alright guys, so we're going to call it a weekend. Just give you a quick little show of what we finished off. What we spent a lot of today doing was just finishing up putting the reflective pieces up here in the top. Cut all these lower pieces, but we're going to leave them down until we figure out the exact locations of the air-cooled hoods. But you can see that everything's pretty much tech shielded up where it needs to be, and that's pretty much the same in all the rooms. But what California Growing is getting ready to do before I leave on my trip is he's going to start, all the inner of these 3 rooms is going to be lined with tech shield on the door. So we're kind of getting ready to fit those pieces right now and get those put up. And we're going to get the rest of these rooms done, so we should have something in here in 1 more week. So it's getting there. We've also started putting the door handles on these 3 doors. And we have all the 6 door handles keyed the same. So that's pretty much it. We got the wood to mount the ballast on, 3 pieces here, one for each row. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Gonna go ahead and clean up, and that'll probably be it for the rest of the update. We'll see you guys next week. Get him, Ryder, get him. Get him. Get him. Alright guys, peace out.